Welcome to Defense Upcast, your weekly deep dive into the technology, strategy, and geopolitics shaping tomorrow's world. South Asia is once again at the center of a shifting geopolitical storm. A high-level Pakistani military delegation has just landed in Bangladesh. But this is not just another diplomatic courtesy call. This visit carries the weight of history, the shadow of rivalry, and the promise of a new strategic alignment. Could this be the beginning of a Pakistan-Bangladesh defense partnership that reshapes the balance of power in South Asia? Today we dive deep into the visit, the discussions, and the potential consequences for the region's fragile security architecture. On a crisp morning in Dhaka, a Pakistani Air Force transport touched down carrying a high-level military delegation. At the helm was Lieutenant General Tabassum Habib, Director General of Joint Staff. His arrival was not just symbolic, it was strategic. The timing is crucial. India and Pakistan remain locked in a cycle of hostility, and Bangladesh, though historically aligned with India, is increasingly exploring new defense partnerships. The optics of this visit alone send a powerful message. Pakistan is reaching out, and Bangladesh is willing to listen. Soon after arrival, the delegation met with Bangladesh's army chief, General Waqar Zama. The meeting was more than a formality. It was a deliberate attempt to revive defense cooperation that has remained dormant for decades. Both sides discussed the possibility of joint training, intelligence sharing, and even the supply of advanced military equipment. For Pakistan, this was an opportunity to expand its influence in South Asia. For Bangladesh, it was a chance to diversify its defense partnerships and reduce overdependence on India. One of the most significant aspects of the discussion was the potential supply of advanced military hardware. Reports suggest that Pakistan offered Bangladesh access to its JF-17 Thunder fighter jets, co-developed with China. These aircraft, already exported to nations like Nigeria and Myanmar, represent Pakistan's ambition to become a defense exporter. Alongside fighter jets, discussions also touched on air defense systems, armored vehicles, and modern communication technologies. If Bangladesh were to accept such offers, it would mark a dramatic shift in its defense procurement strategy, traditionally dominated by India, China, and Western suppliers. For India, this development is deeply concerning. A Pakistan-Bangladesh defense axis, even if limited, could complicate India's strategic calculus. New Delhi has long relied on its close ties with Dhaka to secure its eastern flank. But if Bangladesh begins to diversify its defense partnerships, India may find itself facing pressure on two fronts: west from Pakistan and east from a potentially more independent Bangladesh. For Pakistan, the benefits are clear. Strengthening ties with Bangladesh allows Islamabad to project influence beyond its western borders and challenge India's regional dominance. For Bangladesh, the calculus is more nuanced. By engaging with Pakistan, Dhaka gains leverage in its dealings with India, signaling that it has alternatives. To fully understand the significance of this visit, we must look back at history. Pakistan and Bangladesh share a complicated past. Once united under the same flag, the two nations were torn apart in 1971 after a brutal war of independence. For decades, relations remained strained, with little military cooperation. But in recent years, both sides have shown a willingness to move beyond the past. Pakistan has sought to rebuild ties through trade and diplomacy, while Bangladesh has cautiously engaged, balancing its historical grievances with pragmatic interests. This visit marks the most significant military engagement between the two nations in years, signaling a potential thaw in relations. Bangladesh today is one of South Asia's fastest-growing economies. Its military modernization program reflects its ambition to play a larger role in regional security. By engaging with Pakistan, Bangladesh signals that it is not bound to a single partner. This diversification strategy mirrors its economic approach, balancing ties with India, China, the United States, and now potentially Pakistan. For Pakistan, the outreach to Bangladesh is part of a broader strategy to counter India's influence. By building ties with Dhaka, Islamabad hopes to create diplomatic and military pressure on New Delhi. For India, this is a wake-up call. It must now work harder to maintain its influence in Bangladesh or risk losing strategic ground. What is the significance of this visit? It represents a revival of military cooperation between Pakistan and Bangladesh, with potential implications for regional security. What equipment is being discussed? Advanced fighter jets like the JF-17, air defense systems, and modern military technologies. Who is most affected? India, as its regional dominance faces new challenges. Is this an alliance? Not yet. But even symbolic cooperation can shift perceptions and alter strategic calculations. The Pakistani delegation's visit to Bangladesh may mark the beginning of a new chapter in South Asian geopolitics. Whether this translates into concrete defense cooperation or remains symbolic will depend on future diplomatic and military decisions. But one thing is certain, the region's security dynamics are evolving and the world is watching closely. For Bangladesh, this is a moment of strategic choice. For Pakistan, it is an opportunity to expand influence. And for India, it is a reminder that its neighbors are exploring new options. The story of South Asia is still being written, and this visit is one of its newest chapters.